Last year, we did an episode on listener-submitted cryptids. We had tons of submissions. And today, we went back and pulled a few more. From moose to cats to a North American sea monster. On this episode, we'll dissect some of the strangest cryptids and theories known to man. Just how many variations of Goatman exist? Stick around and find out. This is Cryptids, a Collection, Part 2. I'm Mike.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Dave. If you thought the Poplick monster was just a code word for the Vatican altar boys, stick around. Just like the girl that wanted to marry her brother, we're heading to Kentucky. This is Necronomipod. Last night I made myself a grilled cheese sandwich. Got a pickle out. Sat down to eat my sandwich. It turns out I cooked it a little longer than I should have because the cheese was still melted like lava, and I bit into it and it ran on my lip and gave me what I thought was a second-degree burn last night. It's a lot better this morning, but it looked pretty bad last night.
God damn.
Like, what is wrong with me? I just can't function in society anymore.
How quickly did you bite into it after pulling it off the grill?
Not that quick. I sat down and got myself a Diet Coke. I figured it had no reason to be just liquid cheese.
Did you cut it in half?
No, that would have told me.
Well,
You got to cut them in half.
That's true.
a sandwich cut diagonal tastes better, and that is a scientific fact.
I like the diagonal cut as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I did not take that step. Was unaware of the consistency and heat signature for this sandwich.
He almost was on the IR this week. Couldn't do a talk into a microphone.
Larry Flint's going to do the show tonight. 'Cause it was quite painful, but
I'm assuming you weren't putting the pickle on the sandwich?
No.
Because that sounds like that could be pretty good, too.
next to it. Big Vlasic, kosher dill.
Well, that's the way to go.
Yes.
They make those, I think it's Vlasic makes the sandwich cuts.
They do. Also
I
good.
feel like that on a grilled cheese could be pretty tasty.
Sounds really good.
Might cool it down a little bit, too.
It just might.
Pull that out of the fridge and slap one of those on.
I might
on
have
that
known the
molten-
consistency of the molten cheese. Sure.
I like frying up some onions and putting them on grilled cheese.
Sounds good as well.
With some barbecue sauce.
Great ideas you
God
fellas
damn,
are
Al.
throwing out
It's
tonight.
good.
We just built the perfect vegetarian sandwich.
Not bad. Speaking of sandwiches, I was watching the Sandwich of History guy on Instagram today.
Oh, yeah.
And he had it was like a double-decker collard greens with coleslaw and Swiss cheese with this Russian dressing. He gave it a 10 out of 10.
Damn.
No plus up needed.
He didn't even plus it
Fantastic.
up?
Nope.
Wow. That guy's really good.
Yeah.
I think I sent you guys him a
Yeah,
while back.
yeah.
Yeah, like he makes stuff from like way back in the 1700s.
Yeah, like the sandwich book of 1910.
Yeah.
He just finds this old stuff. And he knows, like he clearly has been in the food business in some
think
way.
so,
Like he
yeah.
knows what he's talking about with when it comes to the accoutrement to a sandwich.
Sure.
But he makes these things and you're watching it like, there's no way that's going to be good. And he's like, no, this blends together well.
This collard green sandwich I'm making, it looked good. He said it was fucking 10 out of 10 awesome.
So speaking of vegetarian sandwiches then, right?
Yeah.
Collard greens, what'd you say, coleslaw?
Collard greens, fried collard greens, coleslaw, and Russian dressing, and Swiss cheese.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
You could put Swiss cheese on a foot and I'm going to eat it. I love Swiss cheese.
So I'm trying that.
Yeah, he's a fun Instagram follow.
He's going on tour.
You sent us that.
I saw the guys doing a tour.
What the fuck is he doing on a tour?
You could turn anything into a live show these days, apparently.
Like, do people just bring him sandwiches and he eats them? And he's like, I'm going to plus this up. He pulls mustard out of his back pocket.
He's plussing up his bank account. That's what he's doing.
His gimmick is he'll try the sandwich as it's supposed to be made.
Yeah.
give it a little review, and then he'll say, I think here's how I can make it better, and he'll add something else to it.
Yeah.
And that's how he pluses it up. But what you're saying is this was not a plus up needed.
No, 10 out of 10.
He just had a hard on for that one.
Let's give this sandwich a go. Let's give this plus up sandwich a go. I don't know. I really like that guy. This is good.
I like him
Sandwiches
too.
of History. Is that what it's called? On Instagram, Sandwiches of History. Look it up.
Fucking plug that guy. We might as well give him a proper plug here.
But some of these are wacky, man. Some of these fucking sandwiches.
Well, they're just so old.
Ate that.
Sandwiches of History. He's got 340,000 followers. Barry Enderwick
Yeah.
is his name.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, good for you, Barry. Go get that cash.
Yeah. So
While eating sandwiches.
No.
Did he really find the greatest job of all time?
it's fantastic.
Live shows about eating
Yeah, I'm
sandwiches.
eating sandwiches.
I think he beat us, actually. He might have beat us.
So if you're in a major city where what's his name? Barry? Where
Barry
Barry's going?
Enderwick.
Go check Barry out.
He might just be called Sandwiches of History guy. I don't
Yeah,
know, but
yeah.
go give him a go. So last August, we did a show where we had listeners submit their hometown cryptids or cryptids they were aware of, fans of, liked. We had tons, whole bunch. We picked the most popular, the most nominated, and we did a show on those. I think we did 5 or 6 last year. And we kept all the emails just in case we needed to pop another one out.
Never know.
And we decided, hey, it's been 13 months. Let's do another listener-submitted cryptids.
So it is 13 months?
It was last August, and here we are in September of the next year. So, yeah. So I went back through the emails and picked the most popular, the most requested ones.
Not necessarily most believable, most credible.
Well, I think you'll find as we go through this, there's not much believable about some of these. But the ones that we got maybe the most, that got the most hoopla. And there's probably still some very good ones I have saved. I haven't deleted anything. But those were more just like a one-off request that will take a little more time to go through. I kind of skimmed through and said, oh, here's a request for this. Here's a request for this. How many fucking goat men are people going to request? But then you find out the Popelik monster is a goat man. And then you find out the Lake Worth monster is a goat man. And they just make up these fucking names for the same goddamn thing.
A lot
But
of goats going on.
Goats are awesome.
alas, the goat man was on the list for the first time we did this last time in August of last year, and I cut it because of time constraints. So I told myself if we ever do it again, I'll make sure I get him in next time. And alas, he's in.
I have a moral conflict around goats because they really are the coolest animals, but they are delicious on your plate as well.
I don't see the moral conflict.
No, you're just fine with that.
They're cool and they
Depends
taste
on the
good.
context.
I'm not a big fan of goats.
Eating them or checking them out?
I've never eaten one, but like if I'm like, let's say I'm in Amish country, right? And I'm at the petting zoo.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pet a goat, I don't think.
I love
Wow.
goats. They're the coolest.
You're going to say, fuck you, goat. Yeah. What if that little goat's looking at you cute through the fence and you're walking by? You're not ignoring him, are you?
I'll give him a little pat on the head or something.
Low pat
Yeah.
and keep on walking. Like your feet don't stop.
Yeah, I'm looking for pigs.
Remember that goat in the movie The Witch? That thing was awesome.
Well,
Come on.
that's a cool goat.
I love goats. I love some goat curry too, though. So
God damn. So this story is going to make you hungry.
it might, yeah.
All right, well, dive in. We'll kick it off with that. The Goat Man, aka the Popelik Monster of Kentucky, aka the Lake Worth Monster of Texas. We'll break down each one. Settle your tea kettles. We'll get there, people.
I like these regional variations, like how the Chupacabra has the Puerto Rican version and the Texas.
Going through this too. Also, the amount of in our requests of Appalachian cryptids is insane. Like I had to cut a few from my initial list because I was like, this is just too much of Appalachia.
That's where most of those stories are from,
Yeah,
right?
there was just a
good
ton.
chunk of them, yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, we had numerous requests for this one. The Goat Man is typically described as a humanoid cryptid, most commonly associated with Maryland, Kentucky, and Texas, though depending on the region, it has various names. The Goat Man is described as a 7-foot-tall hybrid creature, part man, part goat. It's commonly claimed to have a human face with a body covered in hair. However, descriptions differed on whether Goatman greatly resembled a hairy humanoid or a human with the lower portion of a goat, similar to those seen in Greek mythology. Tales of the Goatman often involve him killing young couples in parked cars or scouring neighborhoods killing family pets. Some of the more extreme tales involve him breaking into people's houses and raping its victims.
That part, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
Also,
Sir, who raped you? A goat.
That's how I picture like a minotaur goat, right?
Yeah.
He has to have
More
a
or
goat
less.
face. If it has a human face, it's
Well, but how about the
that's
photo I
terrifying.
sent? The
fun,
photo
yeah.
I sent you.
Yeah.
He's got his axe. Like that thing gets whatever he wants. If he wants my butthole, he's getting my butthole. Like you just can't stop him.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picture here.
So let's start with the Maryland Goatman lore, which I believe they just refer to as Goatman. The Goatman's origin story is often a topic of debate. Some say he was a man who kept goats and went mad after teenagers killed his flock, and he was driven to seek revenge against all youngsters. Another legend is that Goatman is said to have once been a scientist named Dr. Stephen Fletcher, who worked in an agricultural research center. In this version, an experiment on goats backfired, and the scientist mutates into half-man, half-goat creature who begins aggressively attacking cars in the nearby towns. Another variation of the Maryland legend says the Goatman himself was an old hermit who lived in the woods and could often be seen walking alone at night. While Goatman stories originated in the early 1970s, some of its legends are set in the late 1930s in Prince George's County, Maryland, following the disappearance and or deaths of multiple dogs. However, given the condition of the remains, the deaths may be more likely the result of passing trains. But despite evidence to the contrary, stories of the Goatman's existence continue to circulate, especially among local students. In Prince George's County, Goatman was rumored to reside in a makeshift shelter in the wooded region of the northeastern Prince George's County near an abandoned trailer park. It's rumored that the Goatman would still occasionally venture out to kill any living things such as animals and humans.
The stories to keep people out of the wrong part of town and stay away from that area, things like that.
Stay away from that abandoned trailer park. You're not going to like what you find.
It's a goat man living there. Goat man.
The Pope Lick monster of Kentucky is a human-goat hybrid with the grotesquely deformed body of a man. It has powerful fur-covered goat legs, an alabaster-skinned face with an aquiline nose and wide-set eyes. Short, sharp horns protrude from the forehead, nestled in long, greasy hair that matches the color of the fur on the legs. The Pope Lick monster is reported to live beneath a railroad trestle over Pope Lick Creek, just outside of Louisville. How do we say that? Louisville.
Like you got like a turd in the back of your side of your throat. Louisville. An aquiline nose is a nose with a pronounced bridge. I just looked that up. I didn't know what that was.
I looked up how to just pronounce the word just to make sure I was saying it right. I didn't look up what it was.
That's also a good idea. Sure,
Thank you.
Sure. You want to get in trouble mispronouncing things like Louisiana towns.
That's true. They came
I
at
don't
you
like
for
that. I don't
Was
like
that
it
for a
at all.
bonus show or a regular show?
That was an OT show.
Yeah, they wanted to fucking have your balls in a fucking cage after that one.
I apologize, man.
Numerous urban legends exist about the Pope Lick monster's origins and the method it uses to claim its victims. Per some accounts, the monster uses either hypnosis or voice mimicry to lure trespassers onto the train trestle to meet their death before an oncoming train. Other stories claim the monster jumps from the trestle onto the roofs of cars passing beneath it. Other legends say that it attacks its victims with a blood-stained axe and that the very sight of the creature is so unsettling that those who see it while walking across the high trestle are driven to leap off.
Wow. Must be disturbing. You're going to leap to your death rather than face the goat.
So I looked up the trestle.
Jump!
It's essentially like the Delphi murders, like the bridge,
Oh,
but
so it's
just
big.
with like a a trestle over top of it, but like nothing on the side to protect you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something that a train could just go across.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that more in a minute here.
That's wild that it'll jump down onto the roof of your car from that high up.
Yeah.
We shouldn't fuck around and first of all, you shouldn't be driving near that trestle.
Might collapse on you. Train might go over the edge. Dangerous.
But I'm assuming that the way they tell it, it will jump onto your car even if you're on nearby roads. Because I'm not sure if cars quite have access to this trestle. But even still.
I gotta go check this trestle out next time I'm in Louisville.
You shouldn't. They warn against that, pal.
Are out-of-state interlopers allowed? Maybe I'll get a pass.
Good luck. One legend claims that the Poplik monster was previously a circus freak who vowed revenge after being mistreated.
That sounds like the right story, yeah. Circus freak.
Another theory says that the monster escaped after a train derailed on the trestle. And one last theory, commonly told by locals of the area, claims that the monster is really the twisted, reincarnated form of a farmer who sacrificed goats in exchange for satanic powers. Yeah. Now we're getting a little closer here to goats, right?
Yeah, I choose to believe that one.
That's the best option.
The legends have turned the area into a popular visitation site for cryptid fans. Unfortunately, there have been a number of deaths and accidents at the trestle since its construction, despite the presence of an 8-foot fence to keep people away. Like, it's not a safe area. It's not something you should be walking across.
Well, people in Kentucky probably can't read the signs. That's why they don't know. They're not aware of the danger.
There's a common misconception that the trestle is abandoned and no longer used. In reality, the bridge carries a major rail artery into Louisville. Heavy trains cross the bridge several times daily, so it's easy for someone to get caught atop it while an oncoming train barrels down on them. Yet with all these theories on its origin, the Poplik monster has no actual reported sightings and most likely exists only in the realm of myth and legend.
Oh, come on.
Yet people are getting mowed down by trains.
Trying to see it.
I
wonder if we can go up there and just look for people on the trestle and you're just like, they just dive off the side.
Can we not stand at the bottom with our Aztec death whistles?
Oh, wow. Then they're really going to dive off.
No. Yeah. That was terrible.
That really is scary. I blow it in my backyard when people play music too loud behind us.
You do? I've been there for that.
Last time we were out there, I think you were doing that.
Having a good old time.
It worked, right?
They probably didn't even hear it really with their fucking music so loud. We're going to be honest about things.
That's always a really weird thing when that happens because like you can't even enjoy the music you're listening to. Like if you're hanging out with other people, like you can't hear each other talk.
Yeah, it must be so loud over there for us to hear it at the volume over here. You can't even hear yourself think over there.
Like there's a lot of space in between.
Yeah.
Weirdos.
They
deserve the death whistle.
They do. They deserve the death. Not just the whistle part.
That's consistent with your thoughts, I think.
And bothering
That's
me.
pretty consistent.
You're noise polluting my deck. I'm trying to sit down and peacefully relax.
Some people just deserve to not be a part of this world, Dave, right? People who play their music so loud, we're better off without them.
I could not agree more, Mike. I could not agree more.
The last version of the Goat Man we're going to talk about tonight is the Lake Worth monster, a legendary version of the Goat Man said to inhabit Lake Worth at the Fort Worth Nature Center and Refuge just outside of Fort Worth, Texas. This monster is often described as part man, part goat, but with scales and long clawed fingers.
Interesting variation. Scales.
A little twist. Maybe it's Goat Man's cousin. Goat Man's cousin. Reports of sightings by local citizens in July 1969 led to the belief that a mysterious creature lived in Lake Worth. Newspapers began reporting the alleged sightings, including one in which the monster landed on a man's car after jumping out of a tree, and another in which it threw a tire at a group of people. Newspapers also published a photograph taken by Alan Plaster of the creature, and locals began driving out to the lake at night to get a look at it. Local police investigated the claims, but found no evidence of the monster in Lake Worth. In a later interview, Alan Plaster commented on his 1969 photo. What's seen is described as a man-sized, quote, white fur ball. He said he believed that the sighting was a prank, stating, quote, whatever it was, it wanted to be seen, end quote. Since reports of the monster ceased that year when school resumed, many suspected the incidents were pranks carried out by high school students. Many years later, in 2005, a reporter at the Fort Worth Star-Telegram received an anonymous letter from someone claiming to be one of 3 high school classmates who, in the summer of 1969, quote, decided to go out to Lake Worth and scare people, end quote, using a tinfoil mask. In 2009, a Fort Worth, Texas magazine published a report about an unidentified man who claimed that he had been the perpetrator of the tire throwing incident. So they're just...
Did you look at the picture?
Yeah, I did see
It's
that.
not real clear.
No.
Looks like it could be a tinfoil mask,
Yeah,
right?
that's something.
That had this whole town up in arms. People are dying over in Vietnam, and they're worried about that fucking thing, their little lake.
I look at he's throwing tires at people, jumping out of trees. He's a wild goat, man.
He's an aggressive Lake Worth monster.
So do you think like people just travel to different areas and bring this legend with them and want to be cool in their new surroundings? And
Yeah, I feel like every
stories
area
just
has a
travel,
legend of
right?
something.
Yeah.
And then you get maybe some like this high school kids that are just like, oh, I'm going to do that.
I think we have a goat man up here too.
Yeah, I'm going to scare these people. I'm going to throw a tire to their fucking car while they're driving at 70 miles an hour. Fuck them. Yeah. How's your windshield now, bitch? Goat man. Probably something like that. The wampus, also known as the wampus beast or Cherokee death cat, is a large panther cat-like creature in American folklore. Its origins are thought to have come from Cherokee mythology and tales from lumberjacks, and can range from frightful to comical depending on the region.
So let me run this by you. Do you want me to call you a wampus or a Cherokee death cat? I'm gonna go with the death cat. Thanks.
We'll go with wampus.
It depends on which variation. Maybe the comical one could be wampus.
Wampus.
The appearance of the wampus varies wildly, though generally it's a cat-like creature that terrorizes neighborhoods. In West Texas, it's reported to be nocturnal in nature and infamous for its terribly loud, raucous voice. In Washington state, it's thought to shed its whiskers, white ones by day and black ones by night.
Ooh, that's scary.
Ominous.
So they grow like they all just come out and then the black ones come out at night kind of thing.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's interesting.
Fuck cats. It's also often depicted as being a fearsome water panther, having fur as black as dusk. In non-Native American cultures, it's said that have glowing eyes that can pierce through people's souls and drive them insane. It's also sometimes reported to walk on hind legs. Eyewitnesses have reported seeing a creature with a muscular, feline body covered in dark, matted fur, accompanied by a long, sinuous tail that aids in its balance and agility. Some accounts assert that the creature has 6 powerful legs and is more of a half-cat, half-dog hybrid. I think that's the photo I sent you guys.
Yeah.
That 6 legs is a little trippy because at first you don't really notice it.
Right.
At least I didn't. And then you look and you're like, oh, that's got fucking 6 legs.
So it could run super, super fast and have those extra.
Probably climb a tree like fucking nobody's business.
This just looks like ChatGPT. Draw me a picture of a cat dog with 6. Cat no. Cat no.
Wasn't that a show?
Alone in the world with a little cat dog.
That's a good show.
Cat no.
The wampus allegedly has several supernatural abilities, one of the most notable being its ability to emit spine-chilling screams. These vocalizations are believed to be a method of attracting prey or warding off potential threats. The wampus is also thought to possess exceptional speed, agility, and stealth, allowing it to navigate the densest of forests and remain undetected. Legends suggest that it can shapeshift or become invisible, making it even more challenging to track or capture. These extraordinary abilities have both fascinated and frightened those who have delved into the beast's mythology. That was a tongue twister.
Look, when your opponent has the cloak of invisibility, there's not much you can do, right?
Just
More or
face
less
down, ass up
invincible.
at that point, right? You just give in.
I feel like the wampus is the cock and the Cherokee death cat. That would be the bull. You're a wampus. Sit in the chair, wampus.
Hey, fucking wampus, go sit over there.
Is there another wampus? That sounds really familiar.
Krampus. I never heard of wampus.
Yeah, that's probably what you're thinking of.
Just think of wah, wah.
Wampus.
Oh, there's one in Harry Potter. That's where I've heard of this before.
The wampus is referenced in Harry Potter.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. What was it?
Okay.
Which one was that?
I did find that in the notes.
I don't know.
What do you think sheds more whiskers, the wampus or Amanda Knox's cat on her counter when she's cooking dinner?
Amanda Knox's cat.
Yeah, I don't know, but it is in the. That's where I know it from.
Okay,
Is Harry Potter.
that makes sense.
Cherokee folklore offers a few perspectives on the origin of wampus. One legend tells of Running Deer, a Cherokee woman who wanted to take down an evil spirit known as the Spirit of Madness. Running Deer wanted revenge because she believed the spirit was responsible for driving her husband, Standing Bear, to madness. Equipped with a mask and the spirit of a mountain cat, she surprised and defeated the spirit, becoming the tribe's spirit talker and protector. Some believe that Running Deer's spirit resides within Wampus, guiding the Cherokee lands against dark and evil forces.
Maybe Running Deer drove Standing Bear to madness because he just wanted to stand there and she's always running. And it's incompatibility.
He's like, hey, lady, why are you always running?
Yeah, what are you running for? I just want to stand here and chill.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm
hanging
Standing Bear. And calm down with the running. The running and the running and the running all the time. Make me a grilled cheese sandwich. Don't burn my mouth.
According to another Cherokee legend, the creature was once a woman who spied on a sacred ceremony by hiding beneath the pelt of a mountain lion. A medicine man punished the woman by transforming her into a fearsome feline entity, the Wampus. Here we go, back to Appalachia.
Yeah.
In Appalachian folklore, the Wampus is often portrayed as the cat-like embodiment of a cursed woman who was punished for her disobedience or involvement in witchcraft. Eyewitnesses describe the Wampus as a large and fearsome creature with a bobcat's face, often portrayed as a cross between a cat and a human with sharp, elongated claws and fangs. Its most distinctive feature is its glowing yellow eyes that supposedly pierce through the darkness of the night as it roams the Appalachian Mountains.
I think it's a jaundiced meth head running around looking.
Does that make their eyes
my
yellow?
guess.
Also, if you're roaming around the Appalachian Mountains at night, you deserve whatever you get, right?
It's scary out there.
Don't fucking leave your cabin, your Airbnb, your hotel, your casino, your house, any of the above. Stay the fuck in. I've seen Wrong Turn.
Stay in your trailer.
Don't fucking do
No
that.
need to go out.
The Hills Have Eyes is real. Don't go out there.
I have been in some backwoods in West Virginia, like an hour Jeep trip through the swamps back through God knows where. And it's so, like, growing up in the city, you don't really see stuff like that, but it is so dark. You see the sky and the constellations, like you see in a movie and stuff where
Yeah.
you see the whole Milky Way. Like, it is crazy back there.
And by the way, cell phone reception is on 0.
Oh, there's no cell phones.
You're not getting anything.
No.
You are truly out there stranded.
Super cool, but
Yeah.
I don't want the Wampus.
Is that cool?
I don't want to live there, but every once in a while, I had fun.
Okay. Good luck with the Wampus, pal.
That's what she said.
The Wampus is often blamed for livestock deaths. Reports on the wampus say that it consumes dogs, pigs, and pretty much any other animal it comes across. Some people speculate that the wampus might belong to a species long believed to have been extinct. Sightings of the wampus have been sporadic, typically occurring deep within dense forests or remote areas. Witness described the feelings of unease and an overwhelming sense of being watched when encountering the creature. The wampus is the official mascot for schools in Idaho, Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and multiple schools throughout the Appalachian region. How about that? We are the Fighting Wampus.
Go team.
They go.
Again, I would go with the Cherokee Death Cat.
Oh, that's a team. Here come the Fighting Cherokee Death Cats.
Fuck yeah.
And then they have a guy come out and scalp you. And they're like, is that fucking real? You think that's fake? Here's your fucking scalp. And you throw it on the other team's sidelines. You're like, come on.
You gonna forfeit or what?
Let's play football. Now we're talking.
Scalp.
Now we're talking. All right, you guys want to move north of the border? Let's
Always.
go to Canada,
Always.
where they're
Much
a little more
cooler.
sophisticated. And they came up with a great, classy, fancy name, Ogopogo. Ogopogo is Canada's version of the Loch Ness Monster. It's the name given to a cryptid lake monster reported to live in the Okanagan Lake in British Columbia, Canada. Ogopogo was supposedly first seen by First Nations people dating back to the 19th century. The lake monster is typically described as being a serpentine creature with smooth dark skin, a large body, thicker than a telephone pole, and being up to 50 feet in length. Ogopogo has been said to move at incredible speeds, coiling its body in vertical undulations and propelling itself with a powerful tail. It's believed that in the middle of Okanagan Lake, there's a cave, and that's where Ogopogo lives.
Ogopogo. Mike, your Tinder profile says that your snake is thicker than a Coke can. So
Yeah.
this thing appears to be girthier than your pet.
Thicker than a Coke can and longer than your typical school ruler. I'm not just a chode. Not just your everyday chode. Hit me up, it says. And it's just a picture of my hairy chest.
That's just your typical show.
Oh boy. Just like his cousin, Nessie, Ogopogo has a lot of alleged sightings. And with that comes a lot of debunking. So essentially for Ogopogo, we're just going to kind of go through a bunch of sightings that people have, allegedly seen. In 1926, a sighting was reported near Okanagan Mission Beach. This sighting was supposedly witnessed by about 30 cars of people who all claimed to have seen the same thing. In 1968, Art Folden filmed what is claimed to be footage of the alleged creature, showing a large wake moving across the water. Haters say it's just two floating logs.
What does it look like? Did you look at it?
I couldn't find anything of this.
No, I couldn't either.
No.
Whatever.
I think at the end of this one,
30 cars of people, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty significant eyewitness activity.
I do have
a lot of
photo.
people.
I have a photo for you guys for the 2008, 2009 one.
Okay.
But yeah, when you look up a lot of this, there's nothing that you can see.
Yeah. Where'd you go, Art Folden?
30 cars of people, 1926. Huh. Incidentally, there was no cell phones or cameras. In the 1980s, a local tourism agency offered a cash reward for a proven sighting of the beast. Greenpeace announced that the beast must be filmed and not captured because the Ogopogo was listed as an endangered species.
Greenpeace, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, they don't want you killing anything. Fucking
outta
Teddy
here.
Roosevelt would have went in and cut the thing's head off. Settle down. They just want to see the thing alive and its majestic beauty.
Endangered species.
Isn't that the debate with Bigfoot? Like, could you kill it or not, or should you kill it or not?
Yeah. That one story we talked about. Or was it an Art Bell story?
I talked about it. It was one of the something, I don't know when we did it, but like Art Bell had a call from a guy that was like, "Hey, we're 3 Vietnam vets. 40 years ago, 30 years ago, I think when they called, we killed something. We buried it. It was Bigfoot, but we didn't want to call it in because we thought we were going to get murder charges.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Is that the call you're thinking of?
There's
or is this
another
something
one
else?
where a guy was deer hunting and he had the Bigfoot sighted and he's like, I don't know what this is. Is this a human? What am I dealing with if I kill this thing? And he didn't shoot at it, but then the thing recognized him. Do you remember this at all?
That's the feral
It started
people
coming
one,
at
I
him.
think.
I don't know. I think it's another one.
I remember
It was a
this
deer
one.
hunter in a tree stand. And it tried climbing up the tree stand and getting him,
Oh yeah, now that sounds familiar.
but he was unsure if he could shoot it or not.
If it starts climbing after you, fucking shoot it.
Yeah, if it's coming after you.
Yeah.
So he was just
Self-defense.
hunting and he sighted this thing and he hesitated on shooting it, which that's nice, I guess. Anyway, that was a creepy story on the Bigfoot.
Yeah, because that makes sense. Like when you really think about it, like, can you shoot that thing? If that thing's coming at you? Nobody knows what it is. It's not defined by law because we don't fucking even believe in the Bigfoot.
As long as it's not a Homo sapien,
Yeah.
you can smoke it. I would think.
Well,
Let's put a pistol
but
in
are
its
you
hand.
gonna put that in a courtroom's hand?
Well, the laws don't apply to, non-people. The most you could get is a poaching thing, right?
I don't know.
I'm just making this up. I have no idea.
I don't know, pal. That one. That's why you can't shoot the Ogopogo, apparently.
Apparently.
So after that tourist agency put up this cash reward, in 1980, around 50 tourists watched an alleged Ogopogo for about 45 minutes off a beach in Kelowna, British Columbia. One of the tourists shot 10 seconds worth of 8mm film, though some skeptics have suggested that this sighting was only a pair of otters. In 1989, another witness reportedly saw an animal which he described as 30 to 40 feet long and looked to have 5 sleek, jet black humps and a lashing tail. He believed it to be traveling at around 25 miles an hour.
That's pretty fast.
That's really fucking fast.
My humps.
Yeah, plus all those fucking lady humps. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Hey, we're all getting old. That's life. It happens. But it doesn't mean you can't continue to better yourself. What's something new you'd love to learn? As an adult, do you make time to learn new things as often as you'd like? Or was that lost in childhood? Kids are always learning and growing, but as adults, we often lose that curiosity. So what's something new you'd like to learn? A new language? How to ski? Or maybe how to finally beat your friend in bowling? Therapy can help you reconnect with your sense of wonder because it's never too late to go back to school. Therapy provides an opportunity to reflect on who you are and what you enjoy. It can also help you identify new interests, new hobbies, and new skills. Things that are never too late to learn or try. Therapy can also be a great way to learn positive coping skills, set boundaries, and empower you to be the best version of yourself. Therapy is not only for those who've experienced trauma. So, if you're thinking of starting therapy, why not give BetterHelp a try? It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists anytime at no additional charge. Visit betterhelp.com /necro today and get 10% off your first month. Again, that's betterhelp, HELP.com /necro.
Speaking of otters, didn't I see a video the other day? A bunch of otters attacking some lady and she was all bloody.
Yeah.
You rethinking your position on those otters?
What's my position?
You like otters and you want to go talk to them.
Well, was
Actually
she in
not.
their space, though?
I think so. You can't just go start fucking
No?
with nature.
I think otters are nice. Like, oh, hi, otters. But it was like
I
a
did see.
gang
I
of
did
them.
see it was a rare attack though.
Yeah.
So
I think it was, they were out of there. She was just walking in a parking lot or something. There's a bunch of them running through the parking lot.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was an otter attack.
That's otter this world.
It was utterly disgusting, if I'm being honest.
Another sighting in 1989 occurred when a man staked out the lake with a video camera. he caught on film what was described as a slim, serpent-like creature measuring up to about 15 feet in length, swimming around 75 feet from his canoe. The creature slapped its tail on the water before diving back in, and the man stated that the tail had so much force that if it had hit a person, it would have killed him. Mm-hmm. The sighting appeared on an episode of Unsolved Mysteries, Season 2, Episode 17. However, after being analyzed by local biologists, it was concluded that this was probably a beaver by the behavior and the shape of the animal. They think that the guy...
That's wild how you confuse a beaver for...
Moby Dick?
Yeah. That doesn't line up. But.
I think the guy got a little excited, and then his measurements were off based on how big the creature was.
Perhaps. I'm an expert on big beavers, and that was definitely just a big beaver. Guaranteed.
That's the best expert opinion you're ever going to get. So that settles that. On July 24th, 1992, a man videotaped what he believed to be one of two creatures traveling in the lake. A boat towing a water skier suddenly appears in the frame, and the skier falls into the water near the objects. In 2005, FBI video specialists reviewed this 1992 footage and concluded that the object was very consistent with debris from a fallen tree in the water, noting that the object slowly bobs up and down. They also pointed out that the alleged creature did not react to the water skier, and the skier did not seem alarmed. So, the skier wasn't crying foul.
My wife slowly bobs up and down. Doesn't make her an ogopogo.
God damn. In August...
Hey, hang on. What the fuck is the FBI doing wasting their time investigating this stuff?
They were just bored that day or something.
Is there nothing going on at Quantico?
It's 2005. It's 2005. We're a peaceful country. We already clearly won the war in Iraq. Afghanistan was well handled.
Oh, yeah.
What are we doing?
Like, sure, we can look at a 15-year-old video of an Ogopogo allegedly attacking a water skier. We got nothing else on our plate.
It's not even in this country, if we're going to be honest.
Oh, yeah, this is a Canadian story. What the fuck?
Hey, so says the internet.
All right.
In August 2008, a local photographer and his girlfriend were sitting by the lake and noticed a disturbance in the water. The man snapped a photograph, but his camera then died and he wasn't able to capture any more. He never officially publicized that he had a photograph, but to authorities and reporters, he described the creature as having blackish, reddish, hump-like ridges. 8 days later, south of the original sighting, the same guy pulled his car over to look at some scenery, and his girlfriend again spotted another disturbance in the water. This time, he snapped 11 photographs of the unknown object as it was surfacing near a boat. The photos show allegedly a tail or neck-like object surfacing the water, as well as the back and the head of the creature. Based on the size of the nearby boat, the man estimated the creature being 18 to 20 feet long. The photos were examined by many local experts, and they concluded that the object in the photo didn't look like any known animal of the lake. One biologist noted the black-red texture was possibly a different creature or pollution. Members of the show Monster Quest also examined the photographs and found no evidence of tampering. The photos wouldn't be shown to television until 2009 when Monster Quest's episode Lake Demons aired.
You remember that show on History Channel?
Monster Quest? Yeah. I do. I remember it being a little silly.
Remember when History Channel had credibility?
Yeah, it's been a long time since that was a thing.
Some of our listeners were not born when that show had credibility, or that channel.
Not wrong.
In September 2018, there were reportedly 3 sightings, one of which was described as a giant snake that was about 49 feet long. And just a few months ago, in June 2024, there was a reported sighting which was described as a long snake in the water.
Oh, so it's still going on.
I feel like even if you're unfamiliar with water, like what's living in water that you're around, like even seeing something that would be common could scare you. You know what I mean? Like I was walking by a pond. I can't remember where we were. It was a couple years ago, but we were walking around, and it was close to this pond, and a fucking huge fish came up. And the way it came up, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like, I thought it was a big snake at first. I'm like, there's no way there's something this big in this pond. Sure enough, there are fish that big. But so I could see, like, if you're out on a boat, you don't really know.
You don't know what to expect.
Yeah, you just see a flash of something come out of the water.
And what constitutes a local expert? Many local experts, like the guys ice fishing down the street to getting, on their 20th beer of the day. Yeah. So is that
I'm not seeing one of those. It might be that Ogopogo. The specter moose, called such because of its white or light gray coloring, is said to stand 10 to 15 feet tall and weighs nearly 2,500 pounds and has an immense set of formidable antlers that stretch from 10 to 12 feet across. In comparison, an average male moose in Maine weighs about 8 to 900 pounds, stands around 6 feet tall, and has an antler span around 4 to 6 feet.
It'd be super cool to see a moose.
15 feet tall.
Something like this would be fucking unreal.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a moose in person?
Not like a big ass one, like the main ones, like even like the ones we know are legit. I don't think I have.
I don't think so. I saw elk out west. I don't recall seeing a moose anywhere though.
How big were the elk? About the same or a little smaller?
Yeah, probably 4 to 6 feet tall. That sounds about right.
Well, they're saying 6 feet tall. That the antler span is 4 to 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen those?
No.
No. Those are badass looking animals.
That'd be super cool.
In addition to its massive size, many reports describe the specter moose as glowing faintly, having the ability to simply disappear and also walk through solid objects.
Well, that's a whole new ballgame then if you can walk through solid objects.
You're also over 2 ton.
Yeah,
or over a ton.
It's a different level there.
Yeah. Hunters often said that they were never able to get near enough to get a shot, and on the few occasions they did, the animal was seemingly unaffected by the bullets. Some believe that the specter moose only makes an appearance when something bad is about to happen, much like the Mothman.
Portending disaster.
So if you just happen to see a moose in our town, fucking watch out. Because
a 15-foot tall one, you're like, is that the specter moose in the gazebo at the town square?
I foresee something bad happening.
I'm gonna drive south.
Getting the fuck out of Dodge. A specter moose, I'm not even sure would fit in that town gazebo.
It might not, yeah. It's not real big.
The first reported sighting of the specter moose was in 1891 when a hunting guide named Clarence Duffy encountered what he described as an extremely large white moose near Lobster Lake in Maine. Though he did not get close enough to take a shot, he could see the moose plainly. Horrified by the encounter, when Duffy told his story, he was laughed at. However, a few months later, a Bangor, Maine lumberman named John Ross, who was also at Lobster Lake, saw the big moose. When reports of the second sighting surfaced, people started to talk, and then they began referring to this specter moose as Old Moxie. You can even find a book online called like The Hunting for Old Moxie, and it's a whole book on stories of chasing the specter moose. They dubbed Old Moxie.
I won't read that.
No, I don't think so, but it's there if you're interested. The same year, another hunter saw the large moose near a lake in New York and fired several slugs into the animal that seemingly had no effect except to make the moose angry. The moose charged the man, who took refuge in a bear cave where he remained for about an hour before the creature just sauntered away.
And whispered, "Pussy."
No.
Sauntered. The specter moose is sauntering.
The moose is like, I'm going to fuck your wife.
He's got a smoking jacket on. Sauntered. That's great.
The following year, in 1892, a New York hunter named Howard Van Ness was separated from his hunting buddies and had an encounter with a large moose. He described the moose as weighing a ton, was as tall as a camel, and had a magnificent head and antlers. Howard said he shot the moose several times just above the shoulder. He stated the moose let out a deep bellow and a grunt before charging him. Howard quickly took shelter beneath a tangled mess of fallen trees and branches. The moose then circled the area at tremendous speed and even jumped right over his hiding place before finally giving up and sauntering away.
I was going to add that in if you didn't.
I added that. I like that sauntering. Like 1 foot in front of the other, just kind of like posing like...
Who's the Spectre Moose? I'm the Spectre Moose.
My shit don't sting. And meanwhile, it's like translucent. Like you can see just right through this fucking 19-foot moose.
You rascally Spectre Moose. You.
After learning of these encounters, the lore of the Spectre Moose grew, and many hunters began to look for the great white moose, but it wasn't seen again until 1895. At that time, a Bangor taxidermist named Granville Gray spied the moose at a distance, but he didn't dare try to pursue it. A few years later, in 1899, Gilman Brown of West Newbury, Massachusetts, birthplace of John Cena, got close enough to the moose on the Roach River to count 22 points on one side of his antlers. Usually, moose antlers rarely have more than 8 to 12 points on a side. 22 points on one side. Brown also fired 5 shots at the large animal. The moose stared at him and then stalked majestically away. Sightings slowed down for a while, but in the early 20th century, there would be sporadic reports of the Spectre Moose being spotted throughout New York and Maine. Another...
You know who else was a banger taxidermist? That Carl Tanzler guy in Key West who dug up that girl and brought her home in his house. And
he definitely was a
mummified,
taxidermist. And then he banged her. Wasn't that one of our first episodes?
That was way back.
It was an early bonus one, I think.
I remember watching that was like the first documentary that you had us watch on an episode. It was like featured on
HBO
some
one.
HBO Autopsy. It's the fucking creepiest one ever. That lady's voice is so eerie.
Yeah.
Talking about that dude.
The pictures of that girl like mummified in the plaster.
Oh, dude.
Didn't he have the key to her tomb and he would go in there and like sit, like he would
Yeah.
sit
broke
with her
into it.
and then would take her body away later. But like he had like access to like sit in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got real weird.
Yeah. That's one of the creepiest stories.
I always think about, not always, that makes me sound like a fucking
I'm always
weirdo.
thinking about these guys banging these dead girls all the time.
Yeah. Like when I go see President Garfield's tomb at Lakeview Cemetery, you can go in the whole building and then you go down in the crypt or whatever and see it. And like, would I stay the night in there? Never.
No?
I wouldn't do it. No. If there was a bunch of people, maybe. But like to be locked in there or go in by myself, I don't think I could do it.
Is it the being by yourself part?
I think so.
You don't believe in any of that stuff. What are you scared of?
Because I'm not going to chance it. I don't believe in it, but I'm not going to tempt fate.
I would be creeped out.
Like I don't believe in that at all. But I wouldn't sleep a wink. I would just be sitting there all night. Like I shouldn't be in here. I'm not trying to piss off dead people, just in case they do know.
Would you like camp out in a cemetery? Like if you met a hot goth girl and she wanted to go fuck in the cemetery, drink and fuck in the cemetery, would you spend the night there?
Look, if I'm drunk, I'll do anything, probably. But I wouldn't. I would like if you asked me that sober, like, hey, hot girl is asking me, would you want to go get drunk in a cemetery and sleep there? I'm like, no. I'll get us a room at the 5-star hotel in Cleveland, and we'll go get drunk in the cemetery and then go back. I don't know. I don't think I'd sleep much. If I was really drunk, probably I'd pass out. But I don't know if I could do that. Like the way this guy, and what made me think of it is this guy just. We talked about the what's his name?
Carl Tanzler.
Carl Tanzler just going into the crypt. Like No fucking way. I'm not doing that.
He loved her.
Yeah, he did love her.
Yeah. Okay. Would you stay in one of those crypts overnight? Would you do that by yourself? Like Garfield. Think of Garfield's tomb at Lakeview.
I mean,
would you stay there by yourself overnight?
It'd be more the bugs I'd be worried about than
The bugs inside?
Yeah, it's kind of outside, inside, right?
Well, the doors would be shut. Like, I mean, they can just close the doors.
I mean, I have no fear of supernatural things happening to me.
I don't either, but
Doesn't
there's just
seem-
something about it that's unsettling.
Yeah, I get.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like it, and I'd be uncomfortable.
I don't think I would sleep. I don't think I would sleep at all. Like, you could put a very comfortable bed in somewhere in that area, in that building. I don't think I would sleep very well.
I suppose it'd be pretty creepy.
Which is also weird because, like, you think about, like, you stay in hotels. Who's to say someone didn't die in that hotel room?
Yeah, of course.
It happens all the time. Like, I mean, Ian and I are pro wrestling fans. How many wrestlers die in fucking hotel rooms?
Right.
It happens all the time. Not all of them. God damn you, pal. Look, we're all going to be besmirched on the 25th when that Vince documentary comes out. I don't need you adding on to it.
We only got a couple more days left for that.
I might binge all of that
Yeah.
at one time.
Yeah, right now wrestling fans are so respectable in the world, so it's really going to damage your reputation then.
It's true. We're good people.
We are good people.
You looked up to.
We should be.
What?
What date is that?
The most honored segment of society.
Well, let's not get extreme. Second most honored segment of society. It's 1 week from today, right? The 25th.
Yeah.
That, as we're recording this, we're dropping this episode later. All right.
Yeah, I might do like just a 6-hour binge of that whole thing.
Well,
Stay up super late.
You'd watch that on vacation, Dave? That's must see.
No.
Fuck England. This is Vince McMahon we're talking about. There's nothing over there that's more important than this. I assure you. I've been there. It's okay. It's okay. It's the Aldi version of America.
I don't need to be reminded of this country while I'm doing highbrow stuff over there.
Anything you're going to see is the Aldi version of America. All right, the Spectre Moose. Another vivid report came out in 1938 from a hunter by the name of Houston, who said he got a very good look at the Spectre Moose when he came along a herd of about 16 moose with 3 males watching over the grazing females. 2 of the males were large, healthy moose, but the third was of great size, making the others, quote, look like pygmies, end quote, and was of white, luminous coloration. When Houston turned his back for a moment and then turned back around, the large white moose was gone, seemingly having vanished without a trace.
Does the Spectre Moose automatically become the alpha leader of the pack?
Has to.
Right?
Look, I can't pretend I know moose culture, but when you see something that's that big and can just move around,
De facto leader.
yeah.
Yeah, it can walk through walls and shit. Right?
That is true. I forgot about that part.
Yeah. Here's a pretty bizarre story. A group of hunters in Maine apparently killed a large white moose. Afterward, they slit its throat and hung it from a tree overnight so they could skin and dress it the next day.
It's absurd.
I apologize to all of our animal rights activist listeners. However, when they awoke the next morning, the white moose was gone. That night, the dead and vanished moose simply walked back into their camp with its throat still cut. The hunters shot at it, but the moose was unfazed and walked away. The same moose was later seen 90 miles away, at which time it was shot again with no effect.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel a little better, Ian?
Little
Came
bit.
back with his throat slit and like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You didn't finish the job.
He should have done something about it though. Like charged him or something.
That really is a Spectre.
Or is it even better that he's a friendly, he's just trying to be a peaceful moose?
Hey, don't
he's like-
slit my throat.
I'm not going to stoop to your levels.
I'm a friendly moose.
Casper, the friendly specter moose.
Sure. Why'd you kill me? I didn't do anything to you.
Regarding their supposed white appearance, though albino moose are extremely rare, they do exist, and skeptics often attribute these sightings to albinism. In fact, there's an area of Ontario, Canada that is called the White Moose Forest due to the uncommon number of sightings of white moose, which the locals call spirit moose. Ontario, Canada, not very far from New York, Maine, maybe they travel. Hey, who's to think? Maybe moose travel.
It could happen.
However, albino moose have eyes that are of a pink hue, and the spectre moose reportedly have brown eyes. Moose can also suffer from a condition caused by an infestation of winter ticks that causes the lightening of the animal's coat. However, this condition also causes the moose to rub off most of its hair, and their bodies are described as skinny and emaciated, which does not fit the description of a spectre moose.
Not my specter moose.
Look, though, an albino moose is pretty cool looking. That would stand out.
That does look like the specter moose, yeah.
I think I saw that when I was looking it up. Yeah, that's a badass looking moose.
Yeah. Even the antlers are white. Like everything is white.
I especially love the ball sack hanging from his neck.
Yeah.
He's got
Like
so many
movie
balls.
43?
Yeah, Hugh Jackman.
I mean, all of these things are grounded in some sort of reality. So that's probably the basis of the Spectre Moose story. And there was one giant one that was larger than normal one time. And
Of everything we discussed tonight, I think that one is the most
Yeah.
believable.
I think that's right.
Especially, but the first sighting was back.
I think it was
1891?
1891. Yeah.
So that probably blew that guy's fucking mind seeing him all white moose. He wouldn't have known
What?
wouldn't have known what albino
It's
was.
a specter. Exactly.
That's a sweet looking moose, though. That's badass.
I mean, it looks just like the picture of the Spectre Moose. It's the same thing.
It's an all white moose.
Well, a lot more antlers and a lot bigger is supposedly the
Sure.
Spectre moose.
Well, everything's exaggerated.
Need more sports teams with moose as their mascot.
Do we have any?
The only one I remember was back in the day in the IHL, the International Hockey League, when the Lumberjacks. It was the Manitoba Moose.
Okay.
I don't think they're still around.
Are they defunct?
They might, maybe they went to the AHL. I don't think they did. Let me look that up. But like, that's a badass gimmick, right?
Moose?
Oh no, the Manitoba Moose are still around. They are in the AHL. I think we need more moose. It's our little gimmick logo, Manitoba
That's cool.
Moose.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'll root for them. I mean, after the Monsters, but
Yeah.
Cleveland Monsters, of course.
They're pretty good these days, huh?
Yeah.
They were last year, right?
Our local AHL hockey team is pretty damn good. They absolutely are. They won the championship, the, what's it called? Calder Cup in 2016, like 2 weeks before the Cavs won the championship.
That I
so they got
recall.
completely like overshadowed, but
Yes.
I get it. Like, and within that month span, Stipe Miocic won the UFC heavyweight title. The Monsters won the Calder Cup, and then the Cavs won. And that same year, the Indians at the time went to Game 7 of the World Series against the Cubs, and they should have fucking.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, that one was rough. All right, maybe we save the creepiest for last.
This is one of the coolest ones I've ever read about.
This is a fucked up one.
Yeah, this one's super cool.
The Manananggal is a mythical creature of Philippine folklore that has been passed down through generations. It's described as an evil, man-eating, and blood-sucking monster that can detach its upper body from its lower half and fly at night to feed on human blood. The word Manananggal comes from the Tagalog word tanggal, which means to remove or to separate. According to legend, the Manananggal is usually depicted as a scary and hideous creature. It's said to be a female that has bat-like wings and a long, sharp tongue that it uses to suck the blood of its victims.
Let's go. Yeah.
When are you guys going to get this tattooed on you? Because this is a pretty badass tattoo.
It is very cool.
The Manananggal has the ability to transform into different forms, making it difficult to identify and track. It's also believed that it can transform its lower half into a bat-like tail, which it uses to fly throughout the air. Apparently, the Manananggal preys on pregnant women and feeds on their unborn children, using its elongated tongue to puncture the abdomen of a sleeping victim and feed on the unborn child's blood or amniotic fluid. The monster also feasts on the intestines of its victims, leaving a gruesome trail in its wake.
The Manananggal gets down.
Yeah, this is not one to be fucked with.
I remember maybe it was a Patreon episode. I don't know. But when we did Japanese urban legend,
Yeah.
we might just need to do another one that's just Eastern folklore like this.
That was a regular
Was it a regular?
show, yeah. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. That stuff's creepy. They got some good shit over there.
Yeah,
Good
all
movies,
Eastern
good
stuff.
lore, good legends.
Like, it's not like cute
Absolutely.
animals like we just discussed.
No.
Like, this thing is fucking horrifying.
No, it's not your grandma's cryptid here.
No. No, fuck your grandma's cryptid. The Manananggal is said to be immune to most weapons, making it difficult to kill. However, it does share similar features with vampire folklore, such as its dislike of garlic and vulnerability to sunlight. It's also said that when the upper torso detaches from the lower part of the body, it can't reattach itself if salt is poured on the lower half.
I feel like that's a big downfall there.
If you're
Vulnerability.
managed to get to the lower half, or salt. But I don't know how you find the lower half if it's just the upper half flying around.
Like if you can locate that and there's no bodyguard looking out for the lower half, you're like got a bag of Mortons with you.
Yeah.
You've defeated the Manananggal, right?
If you can get the Manananggal like radar and just track it
Yeah.
and then see where it stops and then detaches, go for where it stopped.
Siri, take me to the Manananggal torso in my neighborhood, please.
Boom. Takes you to the neighborhood subway. To just take you some.
It set off mine too.
Not mine.
Is anyone listening on their speaker?
We just said, say something else. Set somebody's phone off.
Siri, play Slayer, Rain and Blood.
It set mine off. It didn't start playing it, but
Somebody's phone right now is playing Siri, and that's fucking awesome.
My phone's playing Angel of Death.
I think Angel of Death would do good battle with the Manananggal.
Absolutely would. That's exactly what you need to fight it.
The Manananggal has played a significant role in Philippine festivals and practices. It's often featured in Halloween celebrations where it's depicted in costumes and decorations. In some regions, people perform rituals and offerings to appease the Manananggal and prevent it from attacking them. The mythical creature has become an integral part of Philippine folklore and traditions. And although there is no concrete evidence of the existence of the Manananggal, the story has been passed down through generations and is still widely believed in the Philippines today. And thus concludes our second installment of Cryptids, a collection.
good stuff tonight.
I love these cryptid things, man. That last one was creepy.
Yeah, it's interesting how the theories kind of all differ from region to region, which
Yeah.
also makes them a little less believable.
well, sure.
But then when you have one like this Manananggal, that it's like, no, the Philippines, this is what they believe.
The ones in North America all evolved from old Native American tales.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sure most of
course.
them, if not all of them.
And like First Nations with the Ogopogo and all that stuff. Yeah.
But even those type of cryptids and folklore, like I know skinwalkers are creepy and the Wendigo are creepy, but a lot of it is kind of like the specter moose and the wampus cat, you know, could be dangerous maybe.
Well, animal
in
spirits a big thing in Native American lore.
Right. And you go into the Eastern folklore like this and it's half bodies ripped off. And
Yeah,
like,
more
They're
demonic.
like, I see your moose. How about this half woman, half devil that's going to eat your baby out of your wife's belly?
yeah, like that goes 0 to 100.
You're like, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. It was just a big moose.
Our demons like amniotic fluid milkshakes sucked out of your womb.
Yeah, your moose can't even find you when you hide under some leaves.
Very cool.
I'm trying to think. I guess that's not even close. It'd be the Menengal. Like, of all of these, if I were to see one in person, that'd be the most terrifying, right? Obviously, a flying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this.
Yeah, that picture's
this
pretty,
artist representation here. I don't want to see that.
No thanks.
No.
With her ripped off limbs at the bottom. Like, what the fuck is that even hanging around?
You're just walking home one night. You're like, I think that's a Mangal flying up there.
This is why I have Ian drive me home now. I'm not trying to see a Menengal on my walk home.
I'm just trying to walk to the local cemetery to get a date, and this Manigal's flying around,
Fuck that.
bothering me, hassling me.
Guess I'll just go home and jerk off again. So that's what we got from Listener Cryptids Part 2.
Pretty cool.
We still have a ton in our inbox we'll get to at some point. Those ones, we went with the most requested, so don't blame us, blame your fellow listeners.
I like that the Spectre moose was a very requested one, or at least multiple people requested that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We had requests for the old Moxie as well, which is the one that I told you they wrote the book about. But
Yeah.
without purchasing the book, they didn't find a lot of information on just old Moxie necessarily. Probably people from Maine. Nothing else going on.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's not clam chowder season, so what else they have to talk about?
It almost is, right?
We're getting there, but they also sent these last summer, Dave.
Very true.
And Tom Brady left them. What else they have? They have nothing in New England. They have literally nothing. Maybe the Boston Bruins, I guess, but they're one of the most hated teams in the NHL, so...
Well, God, they should just jump off a bridge then. Jump off the trestle bridge.
Well, that's outside Louisville. Okay, anything else? Anything else on cryptids in general?
Siri, order me the best anal beads on Amazon. Put them in my cart. No, couldn't find anything. Hopefully it worked for someone.
Can you imagine? Some lady's driving home with her kids in the back seat. It just says anal beads have been added to your Amazon cart.
Use the one-click purchase option.
Oh, God. Her husband finds them, and now there's a whole fucking thing. Oof. All right, Dave, what do you got on Patreon?
Thank you to new patrons Aiden Bruner, Sophie Potter, Tyler McGathy, Crystal with a K, Emily Rhodes Wold, Alex Karen, Juice Extract, Hollywood Hulk Logan, Teresa, Big Gay Frog, Bigfoot's Big Dick. I think that Teresa, double S's earlier. Jennifer Winkler, Bryson Beans, Logan, Foshcat, Rosalie Brown, Kevin the Mailman, Nicole Ald. What happened to the Amityville episode? I want to hear Italian Mike again.
YouTube.
It's on YouTube. You can go find it.
It's on the YouTubes.
I'm taking a fat crap with my boots on while Dave uses a hot glue gun to put M&Ms on Mike's nipples. Your choice of flavor. It's a very specific
It's very.
It's a weird
thought going on in that gentleman's
Please don't
head.
sexually assault my nipples. Also, it would be crispy M&Ms.
There you go.
And not touching me with anything else.
Miranda Simmons, Mander, Gritty McGreaseballs, and Jordan Brook. Thank you, new patrons. Welcome aboard.
All right, Ian, anything on your end? What do we got on Straight Edge?
This week, Dave, you did Raelism.
Claude
UFO.
Rael.
Yep.
Interesting guy.
Classic UFO cult.
Yeah. Fucking, cloning, swastika rehabilitation day.
Yeah.
All kinds of good stuff.
I
Very
forgot.
timely.
I forgot how serious they were taken, because back in that era of the 90s, like cloning was a big deal. Everybody was like all in the, up in arms about the ethics of cloning.
They're like, yeah, we cloned a kid.
Fuck off. Didn't they
So
clone?
CNN had them on and shit.
Didn't they
know.
clone a goat first? Much like
Well, the sheep Dolly,
Oh,
right? That was
sheep.
the first clone thing. But they just like, yeah, we did a baby.
And everyone was like,
Aborted
what?
fetus material or something. Everyone's like, okay. Then people started suing them and stuff. They're like, well, the kid's in Israel. You don't have any jurisdiction. And judge is like, well, yeah, that's true. It's fucking wild.
It's an interesting story. So yeah, go check that out.
It's at Necro Straight Edge. Find that on its own podcast feed.
That's true.
Anything else going on your end, Ian?
No,
You
that's
good?
all I got. Yep.
You get a nice break here coming up.
Yeah.
Dave's taking one of his 15 vacations this year. You get a nice little break.
Yeah,
You can do some gaming.
no, I think I'm going to do some reading, but
Yeah?
yeah.
Look at you being a smart boy.
Yeah, I'm going to do a read, but like a not true crime and anything.
An enjoy read.
Yes.
Yeah.
A non-work read.
A non-work read.
Yeah.
Good for you. What about you going to start doing some Halloween watches? Some movies?
That's coming up. Yeah.
It's coming up. You got to, I mean, I feel like you guys never finish your lists of like what you're going to watch in October. You have been gifted, Ian, with like an extra week while Dave's gone.
Get ahead.
You might get a head start.
Yeah.
Dave, you might get a plane ride to watch a couple movies.
That's true.
You're not going to certainly watch anything while you're overseas, I'd imagine.
Probably not.
You'll be at high tea and, doing whatever else bougie ass shit you do. Sucking the king's dick and whatever. I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens over there.
I do like afternoon tea. And it's nice.
All right, anything else? We good?
Nothing on my end, fellas.
No, I got to find my list of Halloween, the movie list thing. I like doing the one where it's like, I'll pick a movie from the year you were born, pick a movie from this country.
All right.
I like doing it that way.
Will
I
you
never-
post what you decide to watch?
Yeah, I'll post
People
it.
could follow along, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get like 5 movies into it every year.
As a book nerd, what are you going to read? What's your play? What's your non-true crime book?
I got a book on the Mossad, Israel's secret.
Oh, you were
secret
telling
service.
me about that.
Yeah, so I started reading that, and it was going over a history of Israel, but it was really brief. And I'm like, I kind of want to know more about that. Like, I know tons about the Holocaust and everything, but I want to know more. So I picked up a book on the history of Israel.
It's very interesting stuff.
So I'm gonna read that.
So you're going from your true crime nonfiction to more history nonfiction.
Yeah, I don't really like
Not gonna
reading
get-
fiction.
You've said that.
Yeah,
It's not your thing.
I don't know. I can never get into reading fiction stuff.
I get it. I went through a big phase back in high school where I was like, why would I read fiction? If I'm going to read, I want to learn.
Yeah.
And then I grew out of that and I was like, oh, I fucking love reading fiction. Like, it's just entertaining. But
I have a hard time reading any serious nonfiction anymore.
I go through
I
phases.
just don't want to think about. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I understand that too. Like, so sometimes it can be very dry. Like I'm still doing my presidential biographies.
Yeah,
There are times when it's dry.
yeah.
And but I'm like Larry David. Like, once you start a book, I'm finishing this
Yeah.
book. I'm gonna finish it.
No, I get it. I just want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Did you ever read the book about the Black September retaliation that I told you about? You should read that. You'll like it. It's good.
So I got that one in my cart, and I bought another one that was a New York Times bestseller that was like a history of the Mossad. It was like an 800-page book, like a real factual one.
Oh yeah.
But then like I said, I started reading it, and I'm like, well, I kind of want to know more about like how everything started, like after World War II, and
Yeah,
up
it's
until the
real
Mossad.
interesting.
Yeah, so whenever I eventually get that done, it'll be like a 1,000-page read altogether. But it'll be
I've read a lot
Good
of that
stuff.
history. That's very interesting.
Book talk on Necronomicon.
Let me tell you, with this operation where they're blowing up fucking pagers and shit, is got to be the
Ooh-wee.
holy
That's something else.
Fuck.
So when they got the guy in Iran with the cell phone that they
Yeah.
had planted, or under the bomb under the chair that they had just been waiting for months and months.
Yeah.
That's what got me interested. I'm like, I want to know more about the Mossad. Like, that's really interesting. So
All right.
how the fuck do you pull that off? They did walkie talkies today.
I know. Crazy.
At the funerals for those people.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a hell of a break just reading about more death, pal.
That's
That's gonna be a fun time for you. And then what are you gonna do in your not reading time? You're gonna watch horror movies where people get slaughtered.
it never ends.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, we are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Necronomipod, patreon.com/Necronomipod, amazon.com, search Necronomipod for all of our merch, and necronomipod.com.
All right, you guys ready for a cool down beer?
Cheers.